I did a thing. Uh, so I live in the middle of nowhere, and my nearest art supply store is about 40 miles away, and it's a giant, evil corporate giant that, okay, so they're not technically like a corporate giant, they're a closely held private business. I think you know which one I might be talking about if you like to keep up with current events. I don't like shopping there. They have also been closed for a very long time, but in general, I just don't like shopping there. The next closest independently owned art supply store, because I live in the wilderness, is about 2 hours from where I live. So that's very inconvenient, and small art supply stores only can carry so many things. It's a lot harder for like a small art supply store to get everything, because a lot of items are only carried by certain vendors. They're always willing to order stuff, but then it's like they have to order it, and then it has to come to them, and then I have to get to them. That's like 2 hours away, and so it's a whole thing. I go there whenever I can, but it's just not always practical. So, out of necessity, a lot of my art supply shopping that I do for my work is done online. So, I recently placed a very large order online, and you can see where I did it from. Their name is on the boxes. That's where I ordered my art supplies, because they usually have pretty much everything that I use. I went a little bit crazy. I don't normally have 2 giant boxes worth of stuff, but I bought a lot of stuff. I might be a little bit stir crazy and just wanted to buy some art supplies because it's fun and it breaks things up. And if you spend over $75, you get free shipping, so maybe I'm trying to justify some of this? I don't know. But anyway, I am going to open up my giant art supply shipment and talk about what I got, because that's kind of fun. This is not like a sponsored video or anything. I bought all of this with my own hard-earned dollars. And I mean, if people want to send me free art supplies, that'd be cool, but they sure didn't. I paid for these. So, opening the first tiny box, we have paper, and there is like nothing in this box. What is this? You guys, this entire box on top is 2 giant wads of paper, a shipping slip, and precisely 1 bottle. Economy acrylic primer. It's gesso. It's a bottle of gesso. So for priming canvases or panels, I actually have a bunch of panels that I got recently that are unprimed, so I wanted to try painting on some of those as something fun and different to do, but for that you need gesso, and I didn't have any, so I ordered a bottle of gesso, and apparently they felt the need to ship just this 1 bottle of gesso in this box. That seems inefficient. At least it was all packed with just like brown paper and not like a bunch of plastic. So I guess there's that. Okay, opening the next box. Oh, here's the plastic. I hate this stuff. I do save it though, so that when I have to ship things to people, like if I'm shipping them artwork or if I'm sending friends cookies or whatever, I can reuse it. I have a ridiculous amount of saved shipping materials. Alright, so what do we have in here? Fun stuff. Alright, so first thing I'm pulling out is my Faber-Castell pet pens. So I use these. These are actually fairly easy to find, but like I said, I haven't gone out to stores lately, so I just went and got them online. They're a little cheaper online sometimes too. But I got a bunch of mediums, because I seem to always run out of the mediums. I got a bunch of mediums and a fine. The mediums I use for my comic panel borders, and the fine tip I use for word balloons. So that's why I like to have lots of those. Alright, and ooh, this part's fun. Okay, so I got several, I'm not sure why they're in 2 different bags, but I got several of the Derwent Inktense. They're water-soluble ink pencils. I could be using my knife, but I'm not. I'm ripping them open like a wild animal. So I love the Derwent Inktense water-soluble ink pencils. It's part of my typical coloring process, and I have a lot of fun with them, and I just love how vibrant the colors are. And so I was getting worried because a lot of places online were like clearancing theirs out, and I was like, oh no, does this mean that they're not going to have them anymore and that I'm going to be sad because I love these and they can't go away? But no, Blick still had like tons of them in open stock. So I restocked on some colors that I use a lot of. So right here I've got Willow, Deep Indigo, Charcoal Gray, and then I got some colors I haven't used before, which looked pretty online, which is Madder Brown and Dark Aquamarine. So that's it for that layer. And then there's some, thanks for buying stuff from us. Okay, so now I have, why with all the plastic bags? Why is this? It's making me mad. It's already in plastic. You didn't have to put it in another plastic bag. There's no reason for that. It's a Staedtler Mars plastic eraser. I like these. They're nice. All right, now, all right, so the bulk of the weight of this box is 2 pads of Canson XL Smooth Bristol 11 by 17 size, 100 pound. This is what I do all my comic work on. I do a lot of freelance work on them too, but this is what I do all my comic pages on. This is my comic paper. I love this stuff. It's nice to draw on. It's nice to ink on. It doesn't tend to gum up my pen nibs. The ink sits on it nicely. I love this paper. And it's reasonably affordable. Like I'm sure there are nicer papers, but this is the best intersection of economy and quality that I have found. So, yeah, I got 2 pads of those because I burned through that pretty quickly. Okay, and then there's a piece of cardboard. And, oh, that's not what I was expecting? That's not what I was expecting. I don't think that's actually correct. I'll have to check the packing slip. So I did, in fact, order a 4-pack of canvas, but I don't think I ordered the museum profile, which is what they gave me, which is the super deep. The super deep canvas. Those are like, this thing is like enormous. I did order a 4-pack of 6x6 canvas because tiny canvases are fun and I'm not a great painter, so I like having small, manageable painting projects. I don't think that's what I ordered. I swear I did not order this. I swear I ordered like the economy one. Oh well, I guess I got much nicer, fancier, super deep canvases than I was expecting. Now I feel intimidated by these and I don't know what I'm going to put on them because now I'm scared of them. These are way more serious than I'm used to. If you have any suggestions of what I should do on my super duper serious thick canvases, by all means. Okay, and, aha, my spider, my Winsor & Newton India ink. This is what I use for inking my comic pages and most of my freelance work too. I love this ink. I love it so much, and I go through a ton of it, so I always need more of it. Basically, anytime I buy art supplies, and this is an option, this is something that I buy because I need it all the time. Alright, and the last thing that's in this box is actually kind of just for fun. It's actually not even for me. It's for my kids. They love to paint. They love to draw. They love to do all sorts of stuff. They really do love to paint, and I like to let them paint, but I get really tired of people buying them all these stupid little plastic cups like this big with like half an ounce of paint in them, and then they use them like once and they're ruined, and then there's just all this plastic waste, and it drives me nuts. So I like to get them bulk paint so that there is less plastic wasted and they last a lot longer. They can use them a bunch of times and I can just put them in like a palette for them to keep using. And then we also learn about color theory because I just buy basic colors. So I have some nice Blick Essentials tempera for my kids to paint with. I bought black, blue, red, yellow, and white. So we can mix all of our colors. My kids get to learn about color theory that way, which is kind of fun. Alright, so that's it. That is everything that I ordered, I think. I ordered it a little while ago, so didn't really remember everything I ordered, so that was kind of fun. I hope you enjoyed watching me unpack my art supply order and got to learn a little bit of what I like to use, I guess. This was something kind of entertaining. Anyway, thanks everybody. I will see you around next time.